Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I got a new kayak. So in today's video, we're going to go over what this new kayak is, some of the reasons why I purchased this kayak, and some of my plans I have for this kayak moving forward. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, so to start, this is a Hobie Pro Angler 14 with the 360 Mirage drive. So this is the 2024 model, so it's technically the Hobie PA14 360 XR. So I picked this kayak up a few weeks ago. It's probably been a month and a half now. So I've had it for a little while. I've had it out in the water a handful of times, and so far I've loved this kayak. Some of the reasons why I decided to go with this particular kayak was the versatility of this kayak. So this 360 drive, absolutely amazing. It's super smooth. It can maneuver the boat 360 degrees, so any way you want. If you want to go left, right, forward, backwards, there's a little handle over here that you just rotate and it'll spin the whole drive. So far I've absolutely loved this drive. It's super smooth, and on the water it does everything you need it to do. Also, the platform of the boat, the deck is super wide, it's super open, so I can stand when I want to, be able to fish. It's stable. As you know, in my last kayak, I absolutely loved to stand and fish, so I can do that in this kayak, and that's another reason I really like it. And another reason is just the overall riggability of this kayak. There is so many different modifications you can do to this kayak. Whether it's adding a motor to the front, adding a motor to the back, and then anything here in this cockpit area. There's so many different accessories out there, and so many different routes you can go with mounting stuff to these H-rails here on the sides. So that's another reason why I decided to go with the Hobie, is just the platform of the boat. You can really do anything you want with it. So like I said, I've had this boat for a few weeks now. I've had it out in the water a handful of times. Caught my first fish out of it. I'll have a video coming out here shortly with that. And so far, I absolutely love this kayak. It's just as big as my last kayak, but I will say maneuvering this kayak around has been a lot easier than that other kayak. It's not as big and boxy like that kayak. Was just as heavy as this one, but being so wide, this one tapers off in the front, tapers off in the back. It's a lot easier to maneuver. But out on the water, I've absolutely loved this kayak. It's been a little different fishing sitting down, but so far I've been getting used to it. And I mean, really, this Hobie seat is super comfortable. The seat on the Ascend 133X, that seat was pretty comfortable, but there wasn't a lot of adjustments you can make in that seat. It was pretty. There was two straps on the side. You could kind of adjust it a little bit, but with this Hobie seat, it's got the two handles here on the side. You can rotate them, and you can really get this seat to recline. It's super comfortable. So whether I'm going on a long pedal, and I want either a little bit more support, or maybe I want to lean back a little bit and relax, I can do that as well. So this seat is super comfortable, and this Mirage drive has been awesome on the water. I've had it out on the river, dealing with a little bit of a tide and current, and I'm learning how to use the skeg and the rudder. But I'll tell you what, the 360 drive with the skeg, you drop the skeg down, this thing tracks amazing. I mean, you could, whether you're with the current or against the current, or maybe I want to be facing the bank, this 360 drive is absolutely amazing. So far, I've really liked it. Another thing that drew me to this boat, being so versatile, is it does allow you to install a motor on the front or the back, but it's not its only means of propulsion. With this drive here. So if I want to fish a shallow river or a creek, or somewhere with a little bit of rapids, and I don't need a big motor on the front or the back, I don't need to bring the motor out. I have this drive here. I can fish hands-free. I don't need a paddle. Whereas as my last kayak, that thing was designed to have a motor on it at all times. You could paddle it, and I did paddle it a couple times, and it wasn't very fun, I will say. Especially fishing out of it, trying to paddle around, it wasn't very enjoyable for me. That's just my preference. That's my opinion. I don't enjoy paddling my kayak around trying to fish out of it. So that's another thing that drew me to getting a Hobie with the Mirage drive. I can paddle this around hand-free, fish. If I'm going to a big body of water and I want to put a motor on, I put the motor on, and that will get me to point A to point B as well. So those are some of the pros so far that I've experienced, and some of the reasons why I have gone with this kayak. Now some of my plans moving forward with this kayak. So I am planning to build this kayak out, add a couple of accessories. I have a mount to go right here where I can mount a fish finder. I can also mount, I can mount anything to that thing. That video will be coming out here shortly as well. I can add camera mounts to it, so I can have one facing me. I can add the fish finder, really anything. I have a kayak crate that I'm going to install in the back of this kayak, and that's going to house my battery for the fish finder, as well as another battery for a motor. So I do plan on adding a motor to this kayak. I am undecided though whether I want to go with a Motor Guide bow mount trolling motor, or whether I want to go with a stern mount trolling motor, or motor like the Torpedo or the Newport. So if you guys have any recommendations or ideas on which route I should go, bow mount or stern mount, please leave a comment down below. I'm interested to see what you guys think. This is my first Hobie, but so far I've absolutely loved it, and I can't wait to start building this thing out and add in some accessories. So stay tuned for that. Those will be coming out this winter. And so yeah, stay tuned for upcoming videos of me fishing out of this and the upcoming build series. So if you guys like this video, want to see more content, please leave a thumbs up on the video. Leave any comments, any suggestions, any ideas in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.